Superstar investor Warren Buffett recently announced that he is now sitting on $188 billion of cash. That would be Buffett's biggest hoard ever, and it's almost twice what he was sitting on 2 years ago. In case you wonder who has cash in this economy of ours, Buffett's hoard is concerning for two reasons. First, it suggests he thinks markets are grotesquely overvalued, or that they will crash, or disruptions is how he put it. The second reason is even more ominous. Buffett represents a trend across large American companies of parking hundreds of billions in government bonds instead of investing in actual companies. That transfers America's investment firepower from the productive economy to the parasitic Leviathan feasting on that productive economy. So first, the details. Berkshire's latest financials reported that cash on hand jumped by nearly $22 billion in just 3 months. That eclipses the previous record from 2021. In fact, it's 8 times the amount Buffett had set aside for the 2008 crisis. It gets worse in the letter itself, where Buffett talks about why he is holding so much cash. First, the obvious reason that he thinks companies are overvalued. So Buffett's method is going through every public company with an X-ray and a proctoscope to find value. Apparently, he is not finding it at these prices. Keep in mind, Buffett's been epically wrong before. He was sitting on a huge stash of cash in 2009, for example, on the eve of a historic bull run that took stocks up 6-fold. Still, he's got a pretty good track record. Next up is the unsettling reason. So Buffett floats the possibility of a crash, a quote, market seizure, as he puts it, that Berkshire could swoop into, which is a polite way to say we could see blood on the streets, metaphorically, of course. Indeed, Buffett worries that, quote, markets now exhibit far more casino-like behavior than when I was young. So what would such a seizure look like? It could be a 1987-style Black Monday, when the Dow plunged 23% in a day, or it could be what happened in 2008, when even white shoe stalwart Goldman Sachs came begging for money that Buffett was happy to provide at a price. As analyst Lance Roberts puts it, quote, he who has the gold makes the rules. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. Beyond crashes and seizures, the broader concern is what that $188 billion says about the conversion of our once free-range economy into a government zoo. After all, if you've got $188 billion burning a hole in your pocket, you don't bury it in the yard, you don't even bury it in the bank, you park it in bonds, which pay interest. And not just any bonds, government bonds, which are liquid enough to handle the load. In other words, Buffett is taking $188 billion out of the productive economy where it could fund startups or expansions or R&D, and instead he's investing in the federal Leviathan. It's not betting on the American economy, it's betting on the predator of the American economy. Moreover, Buffett is just one of many. So Exxon is sitting on $33 billion despite record oil prices. Maybe they could invest in more production. Ford has 34, Apple's parked 67, Amazon is at $85 billion, and Google has $108 billion. In all, just 20 American companies are currently parking nearly $900 billion in bonds instead of investing in the economy. Seen in that light, Buffett's cash hoard isn't just a warning for today, it is a prediction for tomorrow. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.